body steals the show. Klutzy and a little forgetful, but meeting her is unforgettable. She's a scream queen that can scare the soul, but guides all wandering souls back home. Give your mind, body, all the more to Riri the ghosty girl. I said it's Riri the ghosty girl. I said it's Riri the ghosty girl. Just a normal day or so we thought. Suddenly lost control, now you're caught. What is going on? Well, can't you see? You're under the control of Riri. The friendly neighborhood ghost is here to check in on all the lovely souls under her possession, hoping to give herself a taste of what it's like to be not as clumsy. The ghosty girl who goes to game. What she doing, what she playing. Everybody play cool, it's the coolest of the ghouls. Strong will end, a lot of ambition. Can't see through them like apparitions. Determined to bring only the best. Get in the way, be her guest. Riri the ghosty girl steals your body, steals the show. Klutzy and a little forgetful, but meeting her is unforgettable. She's a scream queen that can scare the soul, but guides all wandering souls back home. Give your mind, body, all the more to Riri the ghosty girl. I said it's Riri the ghosty girl. I said it's Riri the ghosty girl. Just a normal day or so we thought. Suddenly lost control, now you're caught. What is going on? Well, can't you see? You're under the control of Riri. The friendly neighborhood ghost is here to check in on all the lovely souls under her possession, hoping to give herself a taste of what it's like to be not as clumsy. The ghosty girl who goes to game. What she doing, what she playing. Everybody play cool, it's the coolest of the ghouls. Strong will end, a lot of ambition. Can't see through them like apparitions. Determined to bring only the best. Get in the way, be her guest. Riri the ghosty girl steals your body, steals the show. Klutzy and a little forgetful, but meeting her is unforgettable. She's a scream queen that can scare the soul, but guides all wandering souls back home. Give your mind, body, all the more to Riri the ghosty girl. I said it's Riri the ghosty girl. I said it's Riri the ghosty girl. Just a normal day or so we thought. Suddenly and a lot of ambition. Can't see through them like apparitions. Determined to bring only the best. Get in the way, be her guest. Riri the ghosty girl. Ghosty girl. Just a normal day or so we thought. Suddenly lost control, now you're caught. What is going on? Well, can't you see? You're under the control of Riri. The friendly neighborhood ghost is here to check in on all the lovely souls under her possession, hoping to give herself a taste of what it's like to be not as clumsy. The ghosty girl who goes to game. What she doing, what she playing. Everybody play cool, it's the coolest of the ghouls. Strong will end, a lot of ambition. Can't see through them like apparitions. Determined to bring only the best. Get in the way, be her guest. Riri the ghosty girl steals your body, steals the show. Klutzy and a little forgetful, soul. But guides all wandering souls back home. Give your mind, body, all and more to Riri the ghosty girl. I said it's Riri the ghosty girl. I said it's Riri the ghosty girl. Just a normal day or so we thought. Suddenly lost control, now you're caught. What is going on? Well, can't you see? You're under the control of Riri. The friendly neighborhood ghost is here to check in on all the lovely souls under her possession, hoping to give herself a taste of what it's like to be not as clumsy. The ghosty girl who goes to game. What she doing, what she playing. Everybody playing cool, it's the coolest of the ghouls. Strong will end, a lot of ambition. Can't see through them like apparitions. Determined to bring only the best. Get in the way, be her guest. Riri the ghosty girl steals your body, steals the show. Klutzy and a little forgetful, but meeting her is unforgettable. She's a scream queen that can scare the soul, but guides all wandering souls back home. Give your mind, body, all and more to Riri the ghosty girl. I said it's Riri the ghosty girl. I said it's Riri the ghosty girl. Just a normal day or so we thought. Suddenly lost control, now you're caught. What is going on? Well, can't you see? You're under the control of Riri. The friendly neighborhood ghost is here to check in on all the lovely souls under her possession, hoping to give herself a taste of what it's like to be not as clumsy. The ghosty girl who goes to game. What she doing, what she playing. Everybody playing cool, it's the coolest of the ghouls. Strong will end, a lot of ambition. Can't see through them like apparitions. Determined to bring only the best. Get in the way, be her guest. Riri the ghosty girl steals your body, steals the show. Klutzy and a little forgetful, but meeting her is unforgettable. She's a scream queen that can scare the soul, but guides all wandering souls back home. Give your mind, body, all and more to Riri the ghosty girl. I said it's Riri the ghosty girl. I said it's Riri the ghosty girl. Just a normal day or so we thought. Suddenly lost control, now you're caught. What is going on? Well, can't you see? You're under the control of Riri. The friendly neighborhood ghost is here to check in on all the lovely souls under her possession, hoping to give herself a taste of what it's like to be not as clumsy. The ghosty girl who goes to game. What she doing, what she playing. Everybody playing cool, it's the coolest of the ghouls. Strong will end, a lot of ambition. Can't see through them like apparitions. Determined to bring only the best. Get in the way, be her guest. Riri the ghosty girl steals your body, steals the show. Klutzy and a little forgetful, but meeting her is unforgettable. She's a scream queen that can scare the soul, but guides all wandering souls back home. Give your mind, body, all and more.
Hello, ghosties. Good morning. Happy Friday. Did I disconnect for a second? My YouTube's still live. YouTube, are you there? I see Twitch. Okay, YouTube is still there. Okay. Ugh, I'm trying to wear my contacts, but I'm thinking I might have to switch to my glasses again. Hello, good morning. How are you? Your browser is not currently supported. What the hell? Oh, okay. That was weird. Hello, Frank. Thanks for being the first soul. Ah! Also, Frank, I don't know if you heard the last time that I was live, but I didn't get a notification about your resub, and I had thanked you for my resub. So just in case you didn't hear it when you were here last time, thank you for the resub for 26 months. Okaidi, and welcome back home. Hello, Dread, Best Ghost, thank you. Hello, Draft. Hello, Dossie. Hello, Crowpeck. You're here, Dossie. You're here. I was just worried that that I had an internet blip and it disconnected me again. My eyes. No, I was doing okay, and now they're so blurry and dry. Let's see. I might have to go. I'm definitely gonna have to go get my glasses. But yeah, good morning, everyone. I'm really sorry about yesterday, and I'm sorry about what I'm about to have to tell you. So, hello. But happy Friday! I have some good news for you guys. I have a couple things to tell you. Oh, hello, Yuzu. Oh, it's too early. Hi, Dan. I wanted to start early because I have an appointment, so I think I need to leave just before 3. And I wanted to make up for yesterday and try and stream a long time. So I don't usually start before my morning meetings. I usually, when I co-work, I have morning meetings at 8:45 every day. And I usually wait until after those to start stream. But since I have to leave early today, I wanted to start early. So you guys are getting, can you hear a little bit of the morning voice? You're getting me really early. I've barely spoken. But yeah, so I'm sorry about yesterday. My internet started having little blips. Hi, Ree, good morning. It started having little blips just before lunch. And I had an interview during lunch, so I was gonna start stream after the interview. But even during the interview, I had an internet blip, which sucked because I feel like it threw off the whole groove. So I'm really hoping. So let me tell you guys about this interview. So I had an interview last week with a friend of mine who's a recruiter, and her company is hiring for a position that sounded really, really great for me because I've been trying to break into HR. And it sounded like a great role, and worst case, the salary would be the same as what I'm making now. Best case, it would be 25k more a year. So salary, great. Hopefully I can be on the higher range of it. But more than that, the opportunity sounded so good to me. So yeah, I had an interview with her, and then I got an email the next day from the person who would be my supervisor, and that's the interview that I had yesterday. And she said that she had one more interview on Monday, and then after that, that I'd hear from my friend, my recruiter friend, if I get to interview with the final person who's the head of HR. Granted, there's only 4 people on the team. So I will have met all of them basically by the time this interview process is done. But I'll hear back hopefully by Tuesday if I get a third interview. So think good thoughts for me. Because I really, really, really want it. It would be an amazing opportunity. It's remote only too, so it would help me like get some better sleep and have better work-life balance, because I've really been struggling with that lately. And it would be a little bit more money, which would be great, and a really good opportunity for my career. So think good thoughts for me, because I'm like, oh god, I want it so bad. So I'll keep you guys updated as soon as I hear anything. But yeah. I was super nervous for it yesterday, which is why I didn't want to start stream and just like, you know, go on mute during the interview. But it worked out because the internet was being weird anyway. A 400 milligram. That's my whole daily allowance. I did make some coffee though. I usually wait to make it until like 9 because they say it's better to not drink caffeine right when you wake up. But well, I wanted coffee. So. An icebreaker. Oh, did you request an icebreaker? Okay. Oh, Jack is over there. I'm gonna find an icebreaker for you. Sambate, good luck. You deserve it. Believe in yourself. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I know I would be a good fit. I just don't know if I proved it to them that it would be great. If you get this job you're interviewing for, will you still be with Glitch Stars? I will just have to see how the how the work-life balance shakes out, basically. Because it does seem like I will be busier at this job than I would at the other, or like the potential new job will probably be busier than my current job. But I'm hoping it will leave me more time for streaming and a little bit more flexibility in like my capacity for managing, because I do feel bad my work days, I don't have a whole lot of time to do manager stuff. Like I can squeeze in an hour, maybe 2, but especially like Monday through Thursday. So I'm hoping it'll give me more flexibility for it and more time for it, because definitely like my personal life and my stream suffers a lot because my manager duties take time away from that. But it'll just depend on how the work shakes out. It's not like it's an HR role, so it's not like sporadic hours or something. I'm hoping I can still be like earlier in the day. That would be really nice. Because I really like being done at 4. But you know, we'll see. Because especially since I have to get up early anyway. But yeah, I don't plan on quitting being a manager. Just if I get a new job. If anything, it'll make it easier for me to be a manager and be a better manager. But obviously, like, you know, you don't really know until you're in the situation. So I'm always open to the potential of having to leave. I don't want to. I really like managing and helping the girls, and it's also, I don't know, I've met people that I would have never met, and I've learned a lot about VTubing culture, which sounds crazy. Okay, I think I'm back. I think I'm back. Testing, testing. Can you guys hear me still? Oh. Hold on. I think I'm here. We're back. Yeah. My internet's still blipping today, but it's coming back a lot faster. Because my shower door is borked. That's a whole other story. Good on YouTube. Okay, good. I'm sorry about the blipping, guys. Hopefully it's better. I don't know what it is. Yesterday it stopped blipping. I think so. Earlier in the day, and why I didn't want to stream is because it was fully disconnecting me from the internet for multiple minutes, and that would have completely disconnected me from YouTube and Twitch and started a whole new stream. So I didn't want to deal with that. But that stopped happening like probably around the time that my work was done. And then excuse me. And then it wasn't happening, but I think what's happening here, which are these like really quick little like drop and reconnections, I think this was happening last night a bit because I played a couple games of Valorant, and there were a couple moments where like things moved that I felt like almost like ping blips, you know what I mean? So I have to praise the Omnissa more. Oh, okay, my bad. How should I do that? San Antonio had the same problem earlier in the week. I don't think it's weather related. We're getting a bunch of storms tomorrow. Usually like the weather doesn't make the internet blip like this, but I don't know. I've had a lot of issues with that since moving here. So I'm debating asking the office about it. Because yeah, I think if possible, I will never move into another complex where the internet is like built into it. Like losing packages. Yeah, almost like that. Almost like that. Should I leave out cookies for Mr. Voorhees? Who's Mr. Voorhees? Do I know what onboarding will look like? Oh, Aegis, I haven't forgot about your question. I'm sorry. I'm still getting one. I don't entirely know what onboarding will look like. I'm assuming our co-working streams will probably have to stop for a little bit while I get used to things, because I'm sure there will be a lot of meetings and I'll need to really like focus and learn. So those might stop for a bit, or I'll only do like a couple hour co-working into something depending on like what the day looks like. But I'm sure at least for the first couple weeks I'll need to like fully devote to that, and we'll just do like streams after work. But I think it would be a pretty decent onboarding. Like I don't know, they'd send me equipment and stuff, I guess, and yeah. But yeah, I'm really hoping this works out because it's the closest lead I've ever had. It's a job I really want. And my company this morning put out an announcement about on-site together or something, and they're changing people, and it says that everyone will be expected to be working on site at least 60% of their time. I'm already 3 days on site, so hopefully that won't change, because if I only have 1 day at home, I will break. I will break. But yeah, I do have the icebreaker question. I think this one is interesting. Oh, Jason Voorhees. I forgot that was his last name. I should have. Hi, Bud. Hi, Saber. Hi, Prince. It is early. I wanted to stream early, extra early today to make up for not being able to stream yesterday. And then I have an appointment, so I have to leave a little early today. I think a little bit before 3. So I wanted to start early. So you guys are getting morning voice. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know if you can tell, but she's here. Upper management needs to justify the office somehow. Just get rid of the office. That's what my dad's company did like 15 years ago. They were like, wait, we can spend way less money if you guys just work from home. Have more coffee. I'm drinking it right now. Okay, so Aegis asked for an icebreaker, and I thought this one was cute. So for anyone that doesn't know, I have a little question redemption thing on YouTube, and I pull questions out of this box of questions that I have. And the question that I got, I'll have to answer. If you guys want to answer, cool. If you don't, that's okay too. But the question, I just wanted an icebreaker, so it's, you know, it's more lighthearted. So the question I found that I think is kind of a fun one is, do you sleep with a top sheet? So just in case there's a cultural gap here, at least in America, I don't know about anywhere else, because I don't really know what was normal in Japan either. I mean, because I just slept with how I'm used to, but in America, we have like a fitted sheet that has like elastic, so it fits around the mattress and like is tight around the mattress. And then there's a top sheet, which is just like another sheet, but it's not fitted. It's just like a blanket, but it's a sheet, and you put that over it, and then you put the like comforter or heavier blanket or something on top. That's like the quote unquote normal way to make a bed in America. I do not use the top sheet. I do not use the top sheet. I have the fitted sheet because that like stays in place. And then I have my blanket, and I don't put a top sheet. Ever since I was a kid, I would never use both the top blanket and the top sheet. It was like too much. It's too hot. I've always lived in hot places, and I was like, I can't. It's too hot. It's too hot, and I shift around a lot. So like the blanket and the top sheet would get messed up all the time, and I always had a bed like against a wall, so making it's annoying. So when I was younger, I would often like not use a blanket at all and just use the top sheet as my blanket because it's very thin. But now as an adult, and probably honestly when I started getting into college, I was like, wait, why use the top sheet as the blanket when you can get a really cozy, like, but lightweight blanket as the top and just like not use the top sheet? So I started doing that. And right now, since I'm back in a place where I can regulate the temperature, I actually use a weighted blanket. I've been using a weighted blanket. I think it's been helping, but in the summer, I'll probably put the weighted blanket away and just use like a lighter blanket again, because the weighted blanket does get kind of hot. But double fist the coffee? No, I want to enjoy it. Oh, I should turn my Bluetooth on for my work stuff. Let's see. So Saber sleeps with the sheet. Dan does not. YouTube has redeems. I don't know if there's a way to give YouTube redeems like that, Dosby. Is there? If there is, it's definitely something I could work on, especially when we're co-working. I just didn't. I don't know. I've never been made aware of it. In summer, that's the only covering I use. Okay, Bod took my approach. It sounds like you have the fitted sheet and then a light blanket for summer and a heavier for winter. Yeah, and it's also easier to make the bed. Always top blanket and top sheet unless it's summer. Fair. That's fair. You never understood the point of a top sheet? I think it's like a quote unquote proper. Like, you know, like people, okay, did you guys know? Did you know back in the day they used to iron their sheets? They would iron their sheets before putting them on the bed. Isn't that psychopathic behavior? But that was what was proper. Same thing, like having the top sheet made it proper. I'm also guessing because I think that top like comforter, blanket, duvet was more difficult to wash. So by using the top sheet, you're like protecting the bigger blanket that's difficult to wash. And then you can just wash the sheet instead of the big blanket because like your body is touching and sweating, not the big blanket. But you iron your sheets, Kropik? For real? Yeah, Dan, exactly. Same brainwave. The sheet is easier to clean than a blanket a lot of the time. You said YouTube when I meant Twitch. Oh, you're so right, Dosby. I did. I wish there was a way I could do some sort of redemption or something for YouTube. I did figure out there's a way to connect stream elements, so I did that. So I think I can do some kind of like redemption or something, but I haven't quite gotten there to figure that out. We still do that in Poland? Really? Like that's the normal thing? Even young people? Like young adults and college kids and stuff? Or is it more like once people are on their own, they'll do it and like their family will do it? Wow. I didn't mean anything serious by calling it psychopathic. I just think it's crazy because like the bed sheets get so wrinkly immediately. Like you sleep in them one time, and then they're immediately wrinkly. You have a 2 mattress cover, one of the disposable, and then a blanket. I do want a mattress protector or something because I do get worried, especially since I've been like dog sitting my family dog and she's older, and like you never know with cats or anything, and I just feel like it's more sanitary, help prevent and protect the mattress, but I don't know what kind of mattress cover to get. Where did they have the time to iron a whole bed? California Kings are huge. Yeah, I don't know. How often do you take out your mattress? What do you mean, like put it outside, like air it out? I don't do that because that would be detrimental to the mattress here in Houston. It's so humid. Putting it outside would be bad. Depends on how you were raised and how lazy you are. That's fair, Kropik. I mean, every person is different, even if they're raised in like a culture. I sleep in a lot, so I don't normally take the time to make your bed. Oh, you should make your bed. I might sound like, what's the girl version of an unk? I know there is a version, but I forgot what it was. Alaskan King. You're just making a joke. That's not a real thing, right? An ant. I thought, but unk is like the new term for boomer, no? Anyway, I might sound like a boomer when I say this, but you should make your bed. You should make your bed. A hag? Is the hag a girl version of an unk? I don't know. But it's it's just ant? Really? That's lame. Huh. Hag is if you're over 30. Well, you guys better not call me hag because I'm for sure not over 30. Don't be rude. So if the term's not broken, don't fix it. I don't disagree. But shit, what was I trying to say? Oh, Yes, make your bed. It's like psychologically proven to help you out in the morning. Like when you make your bed, I don't know. I remember reading something about it a while ago. And so I started making my bed, and it's easy to make my bed because you just have to fix the top blanket. You know, I don't bother like moving my plushies around or putting my pillow in the middle or anything like that. I just put the blanket in the right place and bada bing bada boom. It looks way better. What's wrong with being over 30? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But I, as a woman on the internet, as an anime girl on the internet, I am for sure not over 30. I'm 25 because my frontal lobe is fully developed, and then I don't age after that. Fixing the top, I don't need fixing. That's probably debatable. But it's interesting. I'm glad that I asked that question because I learned something new today about Poland, and that you guys still iron your sheets there. Eternally 25. What Karimashita? 25 season 7. Yeah, it's I had a coworker many years ago who, it was her birthday, and she said it's just 21 with another year of experience, and I really like that, so that's what I usually say to people. But I like it's just 25 with another year of experience, because then we know our brain's fully developed, so we can make better decisions. Hopefully. We might still fuck them up sometimes, but you know. You rarely fix your bed, but you always fix your plushies. That's funny. I only have a couple plushies on the bed. I have more on the couch as like pillows. But on the bed, I have Yuki's plushie because... Oh, that stretch felt good. I have Yuki's plushie because... I don't know if you know, but when cats leave their moms a little early... Oh, hi, Yusu. Hi. They will often, like, nuzzle and, like, knead on stuff. Like, make biscuits, but, like, suckle. And he does that because, long story short, he was a part of a 6-kitten litter that my bestie was keeping an eye on, and then one day there were only 4 little kittens, and so she said, yeah, we're not leaving you outside anymore, and so she yoinked them. Yeah, she yoinked them. And so Yuki was one of those cats, so he wasn't like baby. She didn't have to bottle feed him, but he does at night, or when we snuggle, because he loves to snuggle. And when he gets really comfortable and happy, he likes those like mochi type plushies, like that material and like texture. So he has one that he's always used, and he like puts both his front paws up on it, and he kneads it, and he puts his mouth up to it, and like he kind of like, he'll lick it, but he'll just like leave it there. He doesn't like fully suckle. He'll kind of just like lick it a little bit and then just like knead, and he purrs. And it's something about like them being, I don't know, they're healing their inner child or something. But so I have his plushie on there because he does that. And then I have a tiny squishmallow, not like keychain tiny, but like the smaller ones, like kind of, I don't know, I don't even know what size it is, but it's like maybe a 6-inch-ish squishmallow, because it's like the perfect size for me to put like under my arm when I sleep. That a friend gave me. So I have that on there, and then I think that's it. I might have one other one on there that I rotate through, but yeah. Those are my main. That's my main setup. So there's not really much fixing required, like, because Yuki's cat plushie stays in the same spot. Another line or wrinkle to the tiger. Exactly. Exactly. Okay.
Check in on all the lovely souls under her possession, hoping to give herself a taste of what it's like to be.
Okay.
The ghosty girl who goes to game, what she doing, what she
I think
everybody playing cool, it's the coolest of the ghouls. Strong will end a lot of ambition, can't see through them like apparitions.
We're good there.
Only the best get in the way.
When your cat was smaller, you'd sit on my shoulder like a bear. That's so cute. That's so cute. I love that. Okay. What was that? I think I should. I think I should.
Just a normal day or so we thought. Suddenly lost control, now you're caught. What is going on? Well, can't you see? You're under the control of Riri, the friendly neighborhood ghost here to check.
Why am I sleepy?
Lovely souls under her possession, hoping to give herself
Well, I know I'm sleepy, but.
not as clumsy. The ghosty girl who goes to game, what she doing, what she playing. Everybody playing cool, it's the coolest of the ghouls. Strong will end a lot of ambition, can't see through them like apparitions. Determined to bring only the best, get in the way, be her guest. Riri the ghosty girl.
Okay, sorry, I have to check. I had to check that. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was gonna do a different music. Actually, I kind of want to listen to Nikkei music today. Let me okay, where is okay. Nikkei OST. How do I know? View full playlist. Is this? It doesn't let me scroll through the whole thing though, I think. 100. Because there's 200 videos. Okay, this one is staying up to date, so we'll do this one. The new Nikkei tracks from the new chapters and events are bangers. I do want to do the new Nikkei story. The Velvet Maid Cafe one ended, and now there's a collab with Licorice Ricolis or whatever that anime is. I've never watched it. But yeah, the Velvet event is done. So speaking of, let's listen to the Velvet song. Which I don't know how loud that's gonna be for you guys, so it's muted, I think, right now. This song is a banger though, damn. Okay, let me turn that up. I'm just trying to get a good volume level for you guys. Probably needs to be a little louder, huh? Okay. Not me having to turn my earphones down to 18. Okay. The new chapters are great. Just bring tissues for your tears. You'll need them for the campaign. Lycoris? Oh, it's Lycoris? Okay. Thank you for correcting me. Now I know. 3 months. Oh, is that for half Annie? Did you think about woodworking since you mentioned it last time? I did. You know what I think would be a good thing for me to make? A shelf. Because that'll be really easy. A shelf. I'll do like a simple shelf with like just like a wood, like I bought this shelf from IKEA and it's for photographs or like pictures and stuff, but I use it for whatever. And it's like it's think of like an L, right? So the against the wall and then the shelf itself, and then it has a tiny lip. And the tiny lip just helps prevent, so you can like have things at an angle sitting there so nothing falls. And I feel like I could make that really easily. And it wouldn't be too hard. And I could start with that. And then go from there. You enjoyed watching Lycoris? New main story chapters usually come every 3 months. Oh, so you're saying you're already done. You're already done with the new chapters. I've been holding off. I want to make sure to do them on stream. But I also want to kind of devote a stream to the new chapters. So I don't know if we'll do the new chapters during stream today. Maybe we'll do them on like Monday or Tuesday. I have to look at my schedule, but yeah, I did think about it. And then I think I'm gonna grab a palette from work because we can take them for free anytime we want. I think I'll grab a palette. So that I can like practice on that wood. And then I can just stain it. My other thought that I could do as well is like make a mantle. Like a wooden mantle. Yeah, a wood palette. Yeah, we actually have to like pay a company to take the pallets away. So they said anytime, like if you ever want to take pallets, like you can just take them. It's fine. But yeah, so I'll probably do something like a shelf or something that's not too taxing but useful. And then I bought some herbs at Costco. So I was like, well, if I get the palette, I can just use it to set the herbs on for now. But we do love practicing on wood. That's true. Excuse me. I'm sleepy. Do I have this on shuffle? Yeah, shuffle. Okay. I need to go back and do a bunch of the events still too in Nikkei. My glasses are melting. They are. They're chocolate. They're like Valentine's themed. a few more years and I'll be a real doom prepper. I don't know. I think I need a house to be a doom prepper. No, too slow for how early. No. Okay, this is fine. This is acceptable. You got that herb? I think I've told this story before, but does anyone remember how my dad hid from the whole family? This is when I was much younger. He hid from the whole family that he was growing a special plant in the backyard and none of us knew. Does anyone recall that story? I think I've talked about it before. Okay. How and why? So my father, Chef Dad, he you know, my family's all from California, if that says anything, but he likes to partake in a special plant, especially when he goes to bed. Helps him relax and like fall asleep. But we live in Texas, where I guess now it's like legal or something, but I don't really understand. Anyway, so one year, I don't know, I don't know what year it was, but I'm pretty sure. So anyway, he can't really get it in Texas. So anytime he visits family and friends in California, he comes back with it. One year, I think I was in high school. No, maybe I was in college. Anyway, it doesn't matter. There was a legal but looked down upon. I don't know, because like we don't have dispensaries here, but you can buy like THC infused drinks at liquor stores. So I don't really understand the rules now. I don't know, they're changing, but that's very recent, like in the last couple of years at most. But one year, I think I was in college and I was like, it was break, so I was home for the summer. We had a really big hurricane in Houston and it blew my parents' fence down, like their back fence. And that was a problem because my parents' house, so all over Houston we have these little like, they're kind of like rivers, but they're not rivers. We call them bayous. They're like little creeks and stuff. All throughout Houston, there's a whole network of them. Thanks, Bear. And so my parents' house is on like after their backyard is like a walkway path and then a bayou. So people walk past there all the time. And with our fence blown down, they could just look straight into our backyard. And because there was a hurricane and power outage and stuff, a lot of people were just walking around. So fast forward many years after that. And my dad comes out to tell us that at some point before that hurricane, he had come back from California with a whole ass devil's lettuce like plant, like I don't know, sapling, seedling, whatever you want to call it, and he had been growing it in the backyard. He had planted it, so there was this like alcove, so there's the backyard on the left and then the garage on the right, but there was like a sliver of land behind the garage of like grass. And then like a little pocket kind of on the side. None of us ever went back there. The grass always grew long. Like none of us ever went back there. I don't know. He had planted it back there and he was growing the devil's lettuce in our backyard, unbeknownst to all of us, including my mother. And when the hurricane blew the fence down, people were walking by his large devil's lettuce bush. So he had to go and take it out of the ground. And he was like, it had just started to bloom. So he tried to take it out of the ground and put it in the garage to dry it, but it was still too new, so it just died because he couldn't plant it anywhere because our backyard was just fully visible to the public. But we didn't know he was growing it, and we didn't know about it for years. And I still find that so funny. He was full on growing a plant in our backyard and nobody knew it. My mom was so mad when she found out. Okay. Texas is weird since CBD with THC. Oh. So that's why. That's why? Okay, Dan, have a good day at work. So it's CBD with THC is legal. So as long as they have both. Now I need to Google the rules. But yeah, it's a pretty funny memory of mine. He was so mad because he was like, this was the good stuff. It was from California. Okay. Move that to... Where is this folder? Oh, my company today. My company sent out a notification called Together on Site, Strengthening Collaboration, Dialogue, and Innovation. And yeah, they're making people come on site more. And I don't like that trend. So, universe, this job I'm interviewing for will work out. And I won't have to worry about it. Because I've been doing my best. And I'm working hard, and it would be good for me and for them, and everything will work out. Okay. You said wait, when do you start your new job again, Frank? That's a fancy way of saying go back to office. Yeah, so I've read the email, and it doesn't give specifics. But, what it sounds like is that they're wanting people... So the corporate policy is 2 days in office, specifically Tuesday and Wednesday. I've been 3 days in office for like, I don't know, a year and a half at this point. Maybe longer. But yeah, the company policy is 2 days, and I think they are basically changing it to 3 days. Because they said at least 60% in office. So yeah. You're going the first week of March. Okay. Because I want to be thinking about you. There was a change in September. For what? Expands qualifying conditions, including by adding chronic pain. Oh, are you talking about the THC stuff? Get the yearly bonus. Oh, smart. Oh no, you're good. Huh. I'll have to look it up. Let's look it up right now. I'm curious. Let's see. THC in Texas. Let's see. Let's see. In May 2025, Texas legislature passed Senate Bill 3, a law banning the sale and possession of hemp-derived products containing any amount of THC, effectively criminalizing much of the state's legal hemp starting September 1st. But in June, the governor wanted to veto the bill, calling for regulation instead of full prohibition. Let's see. Medical use is allowed in the form of low THC cannabis oil, less than 1% THC, with doctor's approval. Prior to 1973, Texas had the harshest cannabis laws of any state in the nation. I don't understand why it's still such a problem. Let's see, what's the most recent stuff? Let's see. Interesting. Well, you know what? I don't know. Your new job lets you give passenger princess licenses. So you're allowed to have someone with you? If you want the bill, it's HB 46. Thank you. I will. I'll look it up. HB 46. Compassionate use program. Okay. Okay. That's cool. I would say just don't pick up hitchhikers. That seems scary. I think I left my mason jar. Okay. I think it's about my meeting time. I'm gonna do my morning meeting. Wait, do I have any other meetings today? Hold on. I don't. Bless up. Okay, it's my morning meeting. It can't be strangers. You need to fill out forms and stuff and pay the interest. Oh, okay. I see. That makes sense. Okay, guys. Time for my quick little morning team meeting. So I am going to... How long is my meeting? Like 10 minutes, maybe. 10 minutes at most. It's just like a daily team huddle kind of thing, where we touch base on some important things. So I'm gonna do this meeting, and I will be right back. Let me... Oh, where's my... Oh, here we go. Okay. I'll be right back, guys. Hello, I'm back. I'm back. I went to go get my glasses. I would love to wear my contacts, but today is not the day. My eyes just don't want to focus. Thank you, Cropak. Okay. Let's get let's get a little bit of work done, shall we? Edit, status, release. Release that, do that. Okay. Do I have another window? This. Okay. Is anyone working on anything good today? Anything exciting? Or perhaps we're done with work and it's already time to chill. Okay, let's see. I'm debating if I probably should try to reach out to some more people. Hello, Jaden. How are you? Work is swarming today? Ah, good luck. I hope it calms down. Working on your tribe tower? Oh, thank you. Yeah, there was a couple where I feel like I should be able to surpass it, but I'm struggling to. So thanks for trying to work on those. You made the mistake of having an energy drink at 1 a.m? Oh no. What time is it now? Studying for the MDOT commercial driver's license exam. Oh, Reed, are you trying to be like a truck driver? Because Frank is in Twitch chat and he's a truck driver. So he might have some good insider knowledge for you. Maybe. That's cool. I don't think I could do it. I like the idea of it though. The idea of truck driving is pretty cool. But I think I don't like driving, so in the long run it would be bad for me. But I admire it. You know what would be really interesting is if we had routes and roads specifically for trucks, almost like train tracks, you know, like cars can't drive on train tracks, it's just trains, but for trucks. And I also wonder, like, why do we have trucks and trains? I would think trains would be faster, but I don't think they are. Trucks are faster. So why are trains slow? I have so many questions. These are the kinds of things that I start to spiral and like wonder about. Okay, yeah, update that delivery to this one. There we go. Let me update this. Trains are limited by their tracks and stations. True. But I feel like Okay. Automobile lobby was stronger than the train one. That does check out. At a fork in the road, do I stay in college living off of VA stipends or try to find a job with no degree? Well, because VA, so your college is paid for, right? Could you switch to a, does it have to be like a four-year university, or could it be a vocational school? Tuition is paid for. I mean, to be honest, because it's paid for, I feel like it's worth it to try and finish it out. But if it's really struggling, or you just really, it's just like not for you, then I would say leave it. But it you know, I think in this day and age, the degree, unless it's a specific one, it could be college or vocational. It could be a better idea for you to do a vocational school if there is something that interests you. I don't know if you can switch now, but like if you're already thinking about like potentially like commercial license and stuff like that, then I do think it might be worth considering seeing what vocational schools are near you. You might just be someone that prefers more hands-on stuff. Regardless, I think it would be a good idea to finish out one of those, since it is, you know, it's paid for. It's something that you earned as a vet. So yeah, I would get something out of it, but you can definitely find jobs without a degree. It just might be a little harder, or you might have to start like a little lower on the totem pole, if that makes sense. Like one of my besties, they were doing uni during COVID. And when it went totally online, it just like they couldn't handle it, so they dropped out. So they don't have a degree. And they ended up working for Amazon, and they're like in the Amazon warehouse. So it's a lot of manual work, but like it's good pay. And then once you have experience doing stuff, like I can see a lot of people without degrees like working their way up through logistics and stuff. Hi, Errol. Cybersecurity, IT. You'd prefer a stable income? Probably the best thing then would be a vocational school, if there's a vocation. You dove deep into the US train system at one point, and unfortunately it's more complex. Local cities and countries have a say. Cities and counties have a say in allowing new tracks, so new tracks often need dozens of approvals, and companies own the rail line, so in order to use existing ones you have to get multiple companies to agree. Yeah, there was a there's a, they were trying to get a bullet train in Texas. So the major cities of Texas kind of make up a triangle. So there's Houston in the southwest, San Antonio in the southeast, and Dallas kind of in the middle in the north. And Austin is like on a major highway in between San Antonio and Dallas. It's like kind of in the middle of the triangle. So I think they were trying to get a bullet train to connect the cities like in a triangle and have a stop in Austin and like other stops along the way. because to drive from Houston to Dallas, depending on where you are, it could be like 6 hours. To drive to Austin or San Antonio, it's like 3. So a bullet train, you could get to Dallas in like an hour and a half or something, if that, depending on the stops and stuff. And they did get approval. They finally got everything done, and then something else happened. So I need to double check what the status of it is. But when they first got approval and they were like about to start building or doing construction, basically it would have been done in 2025 if they weren't stalled by like other things. But it's fucked up because travel in Texas, like you have to drive so far. And if you have a bullet train, like that basically opens up, people could live along the bullet train, like out where it's more reasonably cheap and stuff, or like people could have more opportunities. Like if you live in Houston, you could get a job in San Antonio because the bullet train will get you there in 30 minutes. Like, I don't remember what status it was at though. Now I'm curious. Let me see. Okay, let me Google it. Let's see. Texas bullet train. Dude, I feel like train conductor would be interesting. Japan needs more cyber set if you're up for the move, especially for DoD. Many rail lines aren't designed for high-speed rail. They're designed for slow industrial freight trains. Having high-speed rails would require higher standards for existing rail lines. If I have to guess, it's that they needed to buy land from people and they said no. I know that there was one thing about, they got approval, they got everything they needed. And then they had to fight that their requisition of land was considered eminent domain, which is the practice of like the government being able to buy land from people. But there was a 2024 reversal of federal funding. And so the project is moving forward by relying on private market-driven capital. Texas Central is collaborating with WSP USA. But yeah, it would connect Dallas and Houston and you'd get there in under 90 minutes, which is so fucking cool. But let's see, what's the update? It looks like 6 months ago. Let's see. People in Dallas leaders couldn't decide on a path for it. Let's see. For months, Dallas leaders on the regional council have voiced their concerns over the alignment and opposition from a Hunt Realty Group, which says the project would impact a multi-billion-dollar investment near Reunion Tower in Dallas. So I guess a really big realty group was saying that if you build this rail where you want to, it's going to impact us and we give you guys a lot of money. So rethink it. So originally it was supposed to go close to a downtown landmark. So it sounds like in Dallas, they're not able to decide on the route to go. And so Dallas and Fort Worth and Arlington are all kind of connected. And they basically gave a deadline to Dallas to decide on an alignment, as the other cities were about to finish their study and decide on an alignment. So basically, like, the pressure for Dallas to stay on schedule. That was an update in November. Fucking Dallas. It would be so great if I could take a bullet train to Dallas in an hour and a half. Let's see. So on the official webpage, though, where's the news? They had a couple good stations. But they've been working on alignment maps. And I really think they need to bring it down to, let's see. Accessibility. I'm trying to find the, media? Maybe that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, like, news. The last thing on the actual website is from 2023. Oh, interesting. They're gonna elevate it, it looks like. So it's gonna be, like, above the roads and stuff, so it doesn't impact that, which is cool. You have to go above here. You can't really go below. Interesting. Let's see. Well, I'll just put it next to the airport. That is kind of funny, though. Let's see. Let's see if there's any news according to the Wikipedia. Let's see. So yeah, so it was in 2022 that the Supreme Court of Texas ruled that they do have eminent domain authority. So that was part of the issue. So now they could use eminent domain to acquire land. But they need to have all of the paths agreed upon, and I think that's what has been an issue. And then of course, in 2025, with Trump being the president, it revoked an Amtrak grant. He revoked an Amtrak grant in April, which halted direct federal funding and fucked things up again. So, you know. The weather with it being elevated would be fine. I mean, Japan's trains, there are many parts where it's elevated, and they have plenty of typhoons and tsunamis and all sorts of stuff. Like, hurricanes would only really matter around Houston. And like, if there's high winds, you know, they just have to pause the train. But Japan's a different boat than Texas, but there's a lot of similar weather patterns. There's a lot of similar weather issues. aside from what's it called? The aside from earthquakes. That's what I'm thinking of. Like, yeah, their land structure is different, but they elevate a lot of their trains in different places. And we can't tunnel in Houston and in a lot of Texas. So the minigame PTSD. Sorry, Reed. What's this? Let's see. Sorry, what was verse saying? Amtrak ending US focus on passenger trains. Some cultural things like trains need to go from one end station to another, meaning they would go through black neighborhoods. People didn't like that. Since one or two disapprovals can brick an entire project, an enormous amount of money is required that companies don't want to invest. The solution either becomes government-owned rail, Americans very anti-government owning things, or no rail. Government often funds the initial setup, and then we switch to parties and funding gets axed, so companies swoop up and buy the half-finished contract for cheap. Tunnel project connecting New Jersey and NYC. Don't know if it ever got resolved. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if it'll be built before I die. Block. Houston's high-speed rail is shovel ready. If you say so. Well, I don't know what to do about this. Let's see. Since I started trucking, I-69 has been a project that never seems to expand. Yeah. I-69 or 59. I don't know. I don't know when it started being called 69, but I know it did because there's signs. It's 59 and 69 at the same time. But it what was I trying to say? What was I trying to say? Yeah, Interstate 69 goes through Houston, which is pretty fucking funny, right? But there's like a lot of construction on it with a couple big interchanges, and then like, but it hasn't been expanded at all, so I don't really know what they're doing with that. Yeah, Highway 59 is I-69, exactly. But when I was growing up, it wasn't I-69, so I don't know like why it changed, but it did. Alright, let's see if I can get some of this taken care of. Hello, Yuzu. Hi. Hello. Oh, is someone being a little love bug today? Someone's being a little love bug? Aw. Oh. Hello, Rini. Oyama. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, hello. How are you? What were you up to? Happy to have you. That's okay. Thank you for the follow, Shinkro. Welcome to the Ghosty Gang. I'm doing good, Rennie. How are you? Welcome in. If anyone does not know me, I'm YuureiRiri. You can call me Riri. I'm a variety streamer right now. We're yapping and co-working. I'm doing my day job while we're hanging out. And but I'm also like, I'm getting pretty into Warhammer. We do lore watching and model painting and Yumi. I like Nikkei. I feel like those are my two personalities right now. Work is going well, thank you. What were you up to today? I hope you're having a good day. And if you need to go take a break or get some food or go sleep or whatever, please do. I totally understand. But thank you for the rate. I appreciate it. Is this the thing I'm looking for? I think so. 1020? 1020? Yes, 1020. 1020. Yeah, okay. Let me do my other checks. Oh. What will I be doing this weekend? I'm going to brunch with one of my girlfriends for a little Galentine's. I might do some shopping for an air fryer because mine got an error code of death a couple days ago. And I reached out to Ninja and they were like, oh yeah, yep, that's busted, but you can buy a new base. But a new base is $150, so I feel like I should just buy a new air fryer. So I might go take a look at some because I use it a lot. The problem is mine is it's like an air fryer and pressure cooker combo, and Ninja doesn't make that anymore. So if I want to stick with my Ninja air fryer, I can't. I'll have to get a separate thing for a pressure cooker or slow cooker or something. So we'll see. Hi Hep, how are you? What else? Oh, I have to dog sit again for my family. Yeah, those are my plans. What about you? Are you doing anything? Anything exciting? Okay. I'm like not sitting up straight. Easy what? What is that? You could enter a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament for a new air fryer? I wouldn't win. I like don't even play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. Let alone win a tournament.